Hello. Hello. I am Alicia Richard and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe so that you'll never miss out on any hair tutorials. And if you want to know how I accomplished this look with my hair, then leave a comment below and I will do a tutorial on my hairstyle that I currently have. So if you want a quick tutorial on how I accomplished this hairstyle, make sure that you leave a comment below and let's hop right on into today's video. By the end of this video, you will decide whether Sisterlocks is for you or not. So the first thing that you need to do is have a plan. Who will your stylist be? How far will you have to drive? Like, how far is that commute going to be every single time? How much are your retightenings going to be? And is it within your budget? Better yet, how much is your establishment going to cost you? And is there a deposit? You would need to know these questions before you even think about getting your Sisterlocks installed. So having a plan will allow you to actually say, hey, I have X amount of money to get my hair retightened. You would also need to know is what is the recommended time length for you to actually get a retightening. Is it every 4 weeks, every 5 weeks, or every 6 weeks? You would also need to know, is your loctician available at the same time that you are available, right? Because are you available more on the weekends, during the weekdays? And if so, during the weekdays, what time of the week are you available? Because a lot of people just so happen to work 9 to 5. So you would definitely need to have a plan as far as the convenience for you and your loctician. So don't just hop up and decide that you want to change the dates and the times that you are going to get your hair styled, because 9 times out of 10, your loctician already has an established schedule. So with me, I have an established schedule with my loctician. I go every 4 weeks on the same day at the same time, like clockwork. And that never changes unless an emergency happens. So having a plan will allow you to make sure that this particular hairstyle is actually within your budget, that it is within your time frame, and that you are actually in agreement with what you are getting yourself into. One is your why. Why do you want to get Sisterlocks? Or if it's not even Sisterlocks, why do you want to get locks, period? Because so many people are going to tell you, girl, that hairstyle costs too much. You don't know how it's going to look on you. Don't you want the versatility? And oh my gosh, how long did you sit for that style? Getting your locks because you may be tired of the wigs and the weaves. And I know that a lot of people have transitioned from natural hair to Sisterlocks because of the time. Especially if you are a busy mom, you may want to get some of your time back. Not weaves. It has saved me so much time where it has allowed me to start working out. I started eating healthier. I had more time with my children. I developed a relationship with God. I mean, having the freedom of hair has allowed me to do so much until my life has completely changed from what it was 6 years ago. So I need you to establish your why. Is it to save money in the long run, right? Do you want to save your edges or save your hair? Because a lot of times with all of the braiding, or I'll talk about myself. I used to wear a lot of crochets. I used to wear a lot of braids. I used to kind of have a wig here and there, but none of those things really worked out. And I wanted to be and feel natural. I know for me, there is nothing like seeing a natural sister. Rather she have Sisterlocks or rather it is a natural hair, it is like, whoa, hey girl, hey. It feels really good to see a woman that is natural. So I had so many reasons why I wanted to have Sisterlocks. So I want you to think about what is the main reason why you want Sisterlocks in your hair, and you stick with that, because everybody's not going to agree with you. A lot of people are like, well, girl, don't you like to change your hair all the time? You could change your hair with Sisterlocks. And someone may say, girl, don't you like your weave? Don't you like your wigs? Don't you like all of this? Be firm on your answer. of why you are making this decision, because everybody is not going to agree with the price. Everybody's not going to agree with the time, and everybody is not going to agree with the style that you pick, because someone may say, why don't you just get micro locks instead? It's cheaper, right? Or why don't you just get traditional locks? Knowing your why will make it a lot easier to combat all of those different conversations. And I have literally had all of them. Take care of your locks. It is so often that a lot of times you could just have your hands in your hair all of the time. That is really, really natural. But I would suggest that you have some sort of bonnet that goes with your plan, right? Have some sort of bonnet so that you could wear at nighttime to just cover your hair up, just to protect your hair. I know I wear a bonnet, like a silk bonnet, every night on my hair, or most of the time on my hair. Have some sort of shampoo or conditioner only if that is okay with your loctician. Do not start shampooing your hair and adding oils and stuff to your hair if that is not what your loctician suggests. Your hair, go to your retightenings on time, because the longer that you wait, the longer that it will take for your loctician to retighten your hair. So you don't want to have to add hours, because if you also add hours, that also adds money depending on the loctician that you go to. So if you are on a 4-week, 5-week, or 6-week schedule, try within all of your means, like all of what all that is within you, to stick to that schedule. Because if you are not sticking to your retightening schedule, then that means that the loctician will have to adjust her schedule or move somebody around. Next thing that you should do is organize your personal space where you would have all of your hair products, whether it is the headbands, the shampoos, conditioners, bobby pins. A lot of times I use like the scrunchies on my hair, whatever it is, your rollers, your hair ties, any kind of headbands, everything that you could think of. Have a place that you always use for your Sisterlocks that you just go to. And then that particular place, you know that, hey, this is where all of my hair supplies are at. Put it in a safe place within your home, because 9 times out of 10, when you do get your locks, you end up throwing a lot of things away, like a whole lot of products away. Develop a rapport with your loctician, especially that time when you are getting your establishment done. That is time for you to really, really bond, to really, really know who's behind, your head, installing your locks. So when you develop that relationship with your loctician, they're able to really, really guide you as far as the texture of your hair, what you should do to your hair, whether you should band your hair, oil your hair. They'll be able to give you all the advice that you need. So I will also suggest that, and this is my own personal opinion, that if you go with someone that does locks, I would rather have someone that has locks already. I know that there are locticians that do not have Sisterlocks, but my own personal preference, I chose someone that already had locks, because I just felt like, hey, we can relate. You know what I'm saying? Your hair like my hair. So some of the things that you may experience, your loctician 9 times out of 10, depending on how long they have been locked, have been able to experience those same things as well with their hair. Sisterlocks is not a fad, okay? It's not going anywhere. Sisterlocks or locks, micro locks, whatever you want to call, is not a fad. Like it's almost like when natural hair started, like, everybody just kind of just started going to natural hair, and then they started going to something else. In my honest opinion, treat your hair with respect and know that it's not a fad, right? So take pride in this hairstyle, because a lot of times people have came to me and it was like, girl, what do you have? Do you have micro locks or Sisterlocks or tiny locks? It's like so many different locks that are out there. So I take pride in telling people, oh, I don't have none of those locks, baby. I have Sisterlocks. Okay. Okay. I tell people I have Sisterlocks. And I take pride into that because a lot of people do not want to pay the money to get the sister locks. You know what I'm saying? Pride in your locks. If you find that this is your decision, it doesn't matter what anybody else may say. It doesn't matter what your mama, your brother, your sister, your child, your husband, whoever else that are out there. It doesn't matter what they say because you are making this decision. This is not just a hair decision. This is a decision about your health. This is a decision because you are no longer putting perms in your hair, right? How many people have saw that, perms have been causing so many additional things, right? There's no telling what the weaves are doing or the gels are doing or the glues are doing, right? Or having your hair so tight. So take pride in this hairstyle. Wear it as your crown. It says some scripture, right? Your hair is your glory. Well, your hair is also your story. And within these locks, I've had these locks for 6 years. I have seen so many different things happen in my life. So I would say take pride in your hair. It is not a fad. It is not a phase. And Sisterlocks are not going anywhere, okay? However much you paid, tell people, yeah, this is how much I invested in myself. If you paid $2,000, $2,500, whatever the price is, say that proudly. It's almost like, yeah, I'm black and I'm proud, right? I'm serious. Because this is an investment in yourself. When you transform your hair, you can invest more into your spiritual life, into your relationships. You have more time to invest in yourself, to invest in your exercise routine or eating more healthier. So take pride in your style. This is not a fad. This is a lifestyle change. This is a lifestyle change. There's a song that's like, I know I've been changed. Girl, this thing will change your life, okay? And I have seen so many people that said, I wish I would have done it sooner. I wish I would have done it sooner. And you do not want that to happen to you. So no, this is not a phase. Yes, take pride into your hair. And yes, invest in yourself because if you paid that money, that means that you believe in the style. So wear the style, rock the style, and have the style, and shake your hair every now and then with the style, okay? And say, boo-boo. Everybody don't pay the price that I paid for my hair. So if you got an extra length and you got to pay an extra $100, $150, girl, stop going out to eat. This wasn't on my pad. Stop going out to eat for a few weeks and save the money so you can get your hair. Everybody's hair is different. Everybody's ends of their hair are going to be different. Everybody is going to be different. There is no one that I have seen that have the same style, that have the same size or anything. And you cannot compare my hair or your hair to anybody else. You know what they always say, like, comparison is the thief of joy. And I am so serious. If you look at somebody who may have been locked for a shorter amount of time than you, however, their hair may be longer than yours, you might be like, girl, how did your hair get so long? No. Don't do that, because I've even done that. I was like, golly, why does my hair look different from somebody else's hair? Comparison is the thief of joy. God gave you your hair, right? He gave you your texture. God gave you your crown. Your crown is your glory, right? So do not compare your hair to everyone else's hair. What may work for my hair may not work for your hair. So just like how, they have the workout routines or the meditations or the prayers or whatever, modify things to work for you, right? Modify your style, modify your technique, let it work for you. But do not compare your hair, your length, your texture, your ends, your lock style, your edges, right? Because you could still have the Sisterlock style and then you're still comparing, right? Just like how everyone was comparing. I know with me, and I would say the best type, because this is what everybody knows. With my natural hair, I have 4C hair. My hair never crimped and it never curled and it was just nappy. It was just nappy. And so many times I found myself comparing myself to other women who had a different texture of hair. And that brought along self-hate. And that could be the same thing with Sisterlocks. It could bring on hair hate, right? Let's just call it hair hate. You begin to hate on your hair and say, well, why isn't my locks as thick as hers, or as small, or as big, or why doesn't my ends look that way? And I don't want you to get stuck into, oh, it has to be this size or that size. No, just appreciate your hair, enjoy the journey, do your research, have a plan, take pride in your hair, and go from there. So yes, in essence, I want you to embrace your style, embrace the style, and embrace who you are, because this is a journey, not just any type of journey, but this is a transformational journey that you are doing that will allow you to have more time, that will allow you to be free, that will allow you to just breathe. It will allow you to breathe. And I would honestly say enjoy more of life. So, if you liked anything that I have said thus far in this video, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you share it with a friend. I am Alicia Richard, and thank you so much for joining me. I'll talk to you all the next time. Bye-bye.